This video came from YouTube.
It's trending on Twitter.
Why is it not on the news?
The Mandela Effect.
Wait, what?
It's the Mandela Effect.
The lion will lie down with the lamb.
Come on! I'm starting the show here. We're rolling.
Welcome to Unbiased and On the Fence. I'm Shane. Thank you so much for joining. We are here on a beautiful day at 4:44 Eastern Time on 4/4/2018. How are you doing today, Josee? Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Biker Babe, you won the contest for first today. Oh, I hope somebody didn't see that link. It flashed there really fast. Oh, you know what? I don't know what she wins, but I turned that up again and you didn't get turned up again. So I need to send a letter to those people. Say, look, you need to make that slider button bigger. That's ridiculous. They're like, you need to wear your glasses.
Yes, you do. I'm wearing mine.
I know, but you don't look like a serial killer when you got yours on.
Hold on. Here. That's better.
Yeah, you look like you tear up some Cap'n Crunch now. So, how is everyone doing? Hello from St. Louis. Kathy, that is my hometown, born and raised actually at Missouri Baptist Hospital right off of Highway 40. I actually grew up in University City. So, I would give my address, but someone else is living there and they probably wouldn't appreciate that. Go by and tell them that you know the guy that used to live there and that grew up in that home.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He's a little crazy.
Okay, so the event, did we miss it? When is it coming? For those who are so impatient, they're going to be watching this later. The quick answer is what, Josee?
Soon.
Soon. Soon is the answer. Somebody left a message. Oh, it's 4/2 and you're still live streaming. Yada, yada, yada. Yes, I am. And I will continue to live stream until we're out of here. Or, you know, whatever. So, yeah, I'm here for the duration. I'm not going anywhere. Josee, are you going anywhere?
No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. But, yeah, I mean, I have people that, you know, they just couldn't wait to leave a comment, you know, and you could tell Allison Coe was dealing with the same thing. And
she's so sweet.
Yeah, she's funny. I love her.
Me laugh. Yeah.
She really said it well. So I don't use the kind of language she used on her video. So, but I will endorse her message if you want to go watch it. Not because I mean I don't use that kind of language on the air. My higher selves aren't dealing with me with that yet, like her. But yeah, you know, sometimes you just need an F-bomb here and there to get a good point across, and I think she did that very well. And is my camera falling over there? Okay. So for all of you that are like, that looks like Josee. That doesn't look like Lauren Hansen. What's up with that? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Lauren will be with us. It's going to be a couple of weeks probably. She had something come up, so she's not mad at us or nothing. She still wants to come on. She'll be in here when her schedule is better. But
she's busy.
Yeah, busy. And I meant to put her link below. Darn it. I knew I was forgetting something. I had Josee rushing me. Come on, it's 4:44. Let's go. It's 4:44 on 4/4. It's like a sign. Like, all right. Okay.
I told him he was slow. Yeah, I did.
I'm like, it's only 3:44 my time. We still got an hour. And she's like, I quit if we're waiting an hour. No, I'm just playing. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here anyway because I know you guys are expecting. Oh, you know what? I know you guys were expecting Lauren, and because I said that yesterday, and then you know if I had checked my email, I could have let you guys know that it was canceled then. But you know, then I might have tried to weasel out of it. You know, out of coming on today. I'm like, well, she canceled. I guess we'll see you guys the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow we actually have Michelle Walling on, which I'm really, really excited about. it's going to be a great show with her, and we're going to get into more of this topic of where did the event, you know, is the event going to happen? What's going on with that? Because, you know, it is going to happen soon. And if you look around, there are plenty of signs besides, you know, people feeling the energies themselves and things happening on an individual basis. If you like, just go to Mr. MBB or Mr. MBB333.com or his YouTube channel, and you can see all of these anomalous things happening in the sky, at night, on the sensors. There's 111 people in here right now. Just saw the ones at the bottom. Really interesting. And so, yeah, the signs are all around us. If you don't think any of that is relevant, I don't know what to really say, but, you know, my spirits are high. I'm not down because it's April right now. I know things are happening, and they're happening soon, and they've been happening. They've been happening for years, really, and it's really building up more and more and more. And a lot of times, you know, they say you can put a frog in a... I know there's a lot of animal lovers. I'm just saying, in a cartoon world, you can put a frog in water and increase the temperature slowly, and it won't realize it got too hot, and it won't jump out. But of course, if you just drop them in the boiling water, it'll just jump right back out. And it's like your kids, you know. You can your kids might go on some summer vacation or spend the summer with a grandparent or someone, and then when they come back, you're like, oh, you're taller. But if they were there the whole time, you wouldn't notice it because it's so gradual. It's like, you know, but many of us are noticing things we've never noticed before. I know I am. I'm noticing things in my visual spectrum when my eyes are closed and when they're open. When I'm looking at the sky, I'm seeing all this energy. And so these are things I've never noticed before. And like the things I said on Mr. MBB333. .com, you can look at the Schumann resonance, and you can look at all these images people are sending of these cool looking rainbow clouds. So I really don't know what to say. There's plenty happening. It's going to happen soon. We never said it was a definitive date. When Allison Coe reported it, she reported it as the information she was receiving, not a prediction. And, you know, I tried to reiterate that when she was on, that things are happening. Please do not get discouraged, people. It's all that can do is just slow things down. Things are happening, and be excited, rejoice. This is something to be happy about, I think. Don't you, Josee? You look happy.
I'm always happy when I see your face. You're so cute.
It's that cartoon face thing going on again.
Yeah,
huh?
do this. You know, like do this at the bottom of the screen. You know, like the little man there. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like I was talking to some people, and everybody is there you go. Everybody's a little, not everyone, but some people are feeling a little weird. Those energies the last few days have been strange for me, and I think they have been strange for a lot of people. I feel strange. I feel weird, you know, like, but try to just go with it, you know, like, just ride the wave. I keep saying that, but until I find something else to say, that's what I'll use. It's just like, you know, write it off. It'll go away. It'll pass. It always does. And I try to enjoy and help as much as I can, you know. It's but don't give up now. Don't just
hang in there.
Get the love in here. Get the love in here in the chat.
And for those that are going around on different channels leaving comments like, what happened? I knew it wasn't going to happen. You guys are playing the scoffer's role. Do you really want to be that guy? Do you? I mean, okay, honestly, have you put as much intention and effort into meditating? Welcome to the new subscriber. Meditating and bringing about our new reality as you have on posting comments like I told you so comments? Are you really going to be the guy outside Noah's Ark as he's building and saying, where's the rain, huh? Don't be that guy. Really, you don't want to be that guy.
No, you don't.
So I think it's important to keep your spirits up. You know, it's coming. You know, I think it's already all coming. I think we're feeling these tendrils. I know, like she was just saying about these energies, they've been really wild. I've had instances where it's just like a dizzy sort of a.
Oh, yeah, really, really intense.
Yeah,
And it can make you feel uneasy and, like, what's going on, like but try to just don't fight it. Just be with it, and it passes a lot quicker, I find.
yeah.
Sorry, did I cut you off?
Are we on the highway? No, of course not. No, and that's so funny because I was saying yesterday, I know some people heard me when I was talking about how you should be at the the pilot seat of your own being. If you get angry, if someone makes you angry, it's because you allowed them to make you angry. And I know some people, thanks Schmeenix. I know some people see that and they're like, or hear me say that and they're like, well, they cut me off. And a perfect example, because you just reminded me when you said the cut off thing. There's people, have you ever been riding with someone and they get cut off and they just slow down and it's like they didn't even notice they got cut off? But yet there's another person that's like flipping the bird and, yelling out the window and stuff. What's the difference in those two people? The same exact thing happened to those two people. One of them went on and didn't even take a moment to even consider, hey, that person just rudely cut me off. And the other person got all, in a fit about it. So we truly are in control of our emotions and we should be, And if someone is able to intrude and make you angry or make you upset or anything like that, it's only because you allowed it to happen. So when I read comments like that, there's no way I'm going to let someone that's resonating at a lower vibration like that, just like Allison Coe said, I don't care,
Yeah.
It tells me more about the person leaving the comment than it does about me. And the fact that the way I respond by, either ignoring it or if it's hateful, deleting it and just going on about my way lets me know how far I've come in a year, because I wouldn't have done that a year ago. I would have had things to say back, but now I'm like, forgive them, for they know not what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're here. We're spreading the love and the light and the high vibes. And I think what Josee was saying is a good thing, just to write it out. And Michelle was saying what you were basically saying, as you're feeling those energies, to not fight it so much. Just sort of, and I found that meditation helps a lot. I know one day I was like feeling super high energy, and you did that group meditation, and afterwards you're like, you look tired. I'm like, no, you just mellowed me out with that group meditation, mellotation. Freudian slip there, but yeah, I think that's cool. Did you see her group meditation on Michelle's video she did? Is Michelle in here?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I saw it later, and it was someone said that about when she was on our show and did the meditation. They were like, I felt all the things you guys were feeling, and I wasn't watching it live. And it's, that really is a little glimpse at the fact that time is an illusion.
Yeah, exactly.
People are watching this not live right now. They're watching the chat go by. It seems live. They're feeling the love and the light coming out of there. How are they feeling it? And it's later, because there is no time. It's an illusion. It's the way we perceive.
Yeah.
And it's live for you right now watching this. Whether you're watching it as we record this or you're watching it later, it's still live for you. So you're going to pick up on all those vibes. I've done that myself, watching an old video I did, and maybe the guest I have on, just whatever it was, it's usually yours because you have me giggling and cracking up, and it raises my vibes then. And it's like, how am I watching myself in a video and getting a boost? That's just weird. It's like someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I noticed that with meditations too, like they were recorded a long time ago, and sometimes they're like a meditation for equinox or something, but you still feel the energies and everything, like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So Do a few shout outs. Who's in there? I can't
Oh,
see.
Imagination Warrior. There you are. Michelle
Michelle
Incognito.
is incognito again. She's hiding. Michelle.
Who was it? I think Carlton Pearson, that pastor I brought up before, the black pastor that sort of got, ostracized for bringing out the fact that there was no hell. He used to say incognito. I loved it. I almost said that once in the show, but I didn't give the backstory to it, so people might have been offended. But I thought that was hilarious. He was a really great guy. He still is a great guy, I guess.
So there's only Michelle in the chat. Hi, Michelle.
There's 140 people in here. I was thinking about doing some shout outs, but that would be like, let's just say most of the usuals are here. Hey, Dead GBK. I can shout out to the people that shout me out. How's that? Uh-oh. I should have said that. Hey, Shane. Hey, Shane. Hey, Shane. But sky pictures, I showed Go-Kart Bob's time-lapse photo. I also wanted to bring out, tell you guys about Dead GPK because he's got some great sky picture videos and stuff. In fact, he's featured some of your pictures, right, Jose?
Oh, many times, yeah.
And
he always does such a great job putting them together.
Yeah, and
you guys have some neat pictures and don't know how to share them. Just send them to Dead GPK. He'll make a nice video with your pictures and some music. It's so nice, and then we all get to see them.
Yeah, and another channel is My Skies 5D has some great stuff. And I've got, I should say, I've got so many gigabytes of pictures of taking pictures of the sky and time-lapse photos. I'm surprised I don't have a sky channel of its own just because of I probably should, because I'm using so much hard drive space for old pictures, and I should probably compile the best of the best, send them over to Dead GPK, let him make a video out of it, because they're just sitting there and, taking up a lot of space. I wish I started taking pictures a while back when the sun was real yellow. I feel like I sort of missed out. Would it have changed? I don't know.
Maybe it wouldn't be yellow anymore. Who knows?
Yeah, that's the beautiful. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Sylvia, she canceled. I got an email yesterday saying she was going to have to reschedule, so it'll be a couple of weeks. So sorry for anybody that's just hopping in here late that was hoping to see Lauren Hansen. She is going to
Sorry, it's just me.
Sorry, you're stuck with Jose today.
Poor people. We'll make it short. Are we done yet?
And she was even trying to weasel out of it and stuff. I'm like, you're not weaseling out of this.
Well, I'm not Lauren.
Everybody has their own special place. So
I know that.
Yeah, I was just talking about you, Go-Kart Bob. You'll have to go back and watch it. Gemma, I'm a puddle duck. I know it's late. Thanks for hopping in here and joining us. So what kind of energy things have you been feeling? You had the whole flu thing going on. Did that fade away?
Flu-like symptoms, and yesterday I was just feeling so strange. Like, I can't even explain. I wasn't really sad or like I can't explain how I was feeling. It was really weird. It's a little better today, but yesterday was really strange.
Somebody said, Lauren looks like Jose today.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
We might have to get on the subject of the big O and stuff. Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't get too excited.
Yeah. Have you guys?
I shouldn't have gone there. Sorry, I just couldn't help it. Lauren, you have no idea what you started. I'm just kidding.
Well, the big O is the Olympic Stadium in Montreal. That's
right.
What it's called.
That's right.
It's called the Big O because there's a big hole on the top.
Did you in the Olympic Stadium, the big O, the big Olympic Stadium, the O and it's like a double entendre or triple entendre if you know where we're going with this. But on to other things. So let's see. It's funny I can't think of anything else right now. I'm just kidding.
Has it been that long?
All right. I don't know. What time is it? I'm just kidding. So yesterday when Sylvia was on, this is what I was going to say. I couldn't remember. I lost train of thought for some reason. Who knows? But I was explaining this experience I had with waking up 2 different times where the back of my head felt like it was asleep. Have you had that happen to you at all?
Oh yeah.
Like, is that something that's happened throughout your life, or is this something new for you?
No, it's new.
Okay.
Yeah, the buzzing. Well, the buzzing at the back. It's been a couple years for me.
Well, this was actually like falling asleep feeling, like it was tingling, like just like your arm. If you lay on your arm the wrong way and you wake up and it kind of aches and it's kind of feels like pins and needles. This was like the lower part of the back of my head and the back of my neck and down into my shoulders just a little bit. So that whole region right there just totally felt like it was asleep.
Last night.
You did?
Yeah.
Dude, that's weird for me.
Night.
That's strange for me because I've never
last
felt
night was
anything.
really intense.
That's strange.
Yeah.
So,
and last week I had something weird too happen. I was asleep, but not in a deep sleep, and I was able to feel a poke at the back of my neck, at the bottom of the skull, like someone was actually poking me with a needle, a big needle, or
a big matrix connector. I'm just playing, in the movie The Matrix where they connect that thing in.
Yeah, and I had a headache, and I could feel the headache and that poking in the back of my neck. It was really strange.
Jim Mama Puddle Duck says your hair looks nice. It does look lovely today.
Well, thank you.
Fluff it up. Beautimus.
Yeah, they curly locks. They're not golden.
Golden brown.
They're curly. Let's see your locks.
My locks? My head's shaved. I don't have any locks. Yeah, I just shave it. It's like, that's what's cool about being a dude. You start going bald a little bit. And you just, I just shave it all off. Nobody even know. I just think I shaved it all off on purpose. Which I did. Yeah, somebody said exactly The Matrix. That's what it feels like, that thing they plug in the back of the neck, So
yeah.
Maybe
I didn't watch that movie. Maybe I should. I tried to watch it a few times.
Yeah.
And there was other people in the room and they were not into the movie, and I ended up not watching it. So I don't know. Yeah.
Jim, I'm a puddle duck said, I meant for you to notice it. Ah, ha, ha, ha. So it's, you're talking about your hair. I did notice it, and I said something before the broadcast. So just so you know. So
he told me I was spruced up. I am.
Yeah, it's like, don't worry. It's like, even my wife, she gets on to me about it. You didn't even notice the new shirt. Like, oh yeah, it looks, I'm sorry. I just, I'm not observant. That's why I was
he's not a noticer.
That's what I'm saying. It took me a year to see the Mandela Effect, and I can't believe I ever did notice it, to be honest with you guys, because I am so, I don't pay attention to stuff, So the fact that, if it wasn't for the stuff from my childhood, I would have never known. Because I just don't trust my memory, and
well, it was meant to be for you to see it.
They had to go out of their way. They're like, okay, we got to make sure he's got the statue because he doesn't trust his memory. I mean, I could totally look back and say, oh, they made me go to that garage sale and get that Thinker statue and then they made me watch that show as a child with the Thinker statue. Like, let's drill it into his head because he's never going to see this later if we don't. And, you know, here we are.
I'm so glad you saw it.
I am too. I am too. Yeah, I am too, because I was sure in a dark place before I started noticing it, and
me too.
And I really enjoyed those very first days of. It was like somebody pointing out the fact that Revelations is Revelation again, and I've seen it go back and forth, and I'm like, what the heck? It was Revelations. It went to Revelation, and I went to show someone, and that had gone back to Revelations, and it was Revelation again, and then I was like, wait. The Revelation of John. I remember it being both ways. So it's real weird. It's strange. And I think it's back to, what is it? It's back to Revelation again. So yeah, it's trippy. It's trippy when you think about how it just, and you know, the newness of it has worn off, but every time something changes, I'm still like, what? It changed again? What?
I know.
This is
and
trippy.
The Thinker, doesn't he look weird? He looks so weird now.
Oh yeah, sucking on his knuckles and oh god, yeah, did he change again? Oh yeah, with the
I don't know. He had like a bulging,
like a phallic.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. I was trying to, but
that's what it looks like. He looks
kind of looks like that, huh?
Yeah.
There's one growing off his head.
Out the left side, and it's like totally like, look, you guys have like grown to the left side of your brain, and you've become you know what that is sticking out of his head. So it's like, and it's like it's showing us, it's a revelation of where we've gone as a society. I totally think that, you know, and I think and you know, even the whole the painting of what's the American Gothic painting where you had the farmers staring straight forward, and it just so happens that the feminine is on the right, the divine feminine of our culture and everything is now looking to the masculine, looking over to the left, and all of these to me are indicative of where we've gone as a collective. I think, and that's why I said the whole apocalypse thing. It's a revelation. If you look up the word apocalypse, it's not like the destruction of the world. It's a revelation. The veil is thinning. We're beginning to see the truth in everything. Fruit Loops is no longer spelled with the word fruit. It's spelled F-R-O-O-T because there is no fruit in Fruit Loops.
Exactly.
You know?
And you know what? I think what's going on right now is, and I think it's a reason why people are feeling a little, yeah. We see a lot more of the negative stuff popping, I find. And I think it's normal. Excuse me. I think it's normal that we see it because there's a lot of it coming out now. But it's just coming out to the surface to be erased, you know?
Yeah. It's sort of like the Wizard of Oz, like he was talking. Once you see that big thing on the wall, the Wizard of Oz is really the man behind the curtain pulling the levers and stuff. You know, it's not so scary anymore knowing that little guy's pushing all the buttons that has you fearful of, you know, the great and powerful Oz. It's just this little old man, you know?
I still think that we have nothing to fear. We have nothing to worry about. Some people might try to fool us, but they won't succeed because it's done.
Yeah.
It's happening. And
like
I think we have to not fear.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like Schmeenix is saying, the effects come in waves, and not only with the Mandela effect, but these energies and stuff. I can totally feel waves of energies coming.
Oh, yeah. But we have to let go of the fear. We have to let go of the fear. It's happening, and everything is orchestrated by God. And there's nothing to fear. Whoa! What you laughing at?
Oh, were you saying something? I was reading the chat. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, you're right. We have nothing to fear. Totally on board with that. Gemma, I'm a puddle duck. Gemma, I'm a puddle duck was making me laugh. She was like saying, does the divine feminine seem spruced up? And of course, yes, it does. We are organic. We are organic, conscious beings. We are ascending. Sorry, I was going to make a joke off the organic thing, but I don't want to go back there again. I was going to have another accidental Freudian slip, but I won't do that. Fear is not an option.
No, fear is not an option. And worry either. Stop worrying.
Worrying it takes you away from the moment, you know?
Yeah, you're not in the moment when you're worrying about whatever.
Yeah. You're worrying about something you did in the past, or you're worrying about the future and what's going to happen. And
worrying about the event not coming.
Yeah.
You know, like, just, you know.
Yeah.
There was a time I was like that. When is it coming? I want it now. I want to go home, and I just don't want to be here anymore. And it was horrible, but I think we all go through this.
Yeah, but you allowed yourself to get that way, because I've gotten that way. And then I realized that I was allowing myself to get that way, and I wasn't using all those tools at my disposal. So if you're feeling that way, ask for help. If you don't ask for help, it's because you didn't ask for help, and no one else can take that away from you. Brian Stone was saying that something about, I missed it now. It's not fear. It's not fair. Okay, I think he meant it's not fear I have a problem with. It's anger. And that's another good point, because when you get angry, what is it because? Because of the condition we find ourselves in. And it's sort of things that are going on in the past that's built up to this moment. So it's still not being in the moment. It's being angry at the powers that are in power right now, or at these deceptions they're trying to pull on us. Once you start seeing through all of the lies, it's easy to get angry, guys. I know it's, and then you hear them talk after and you hear these people talk, and you're sitting there watching, they're lying right to your face. I mean, the BS detectors have been on like full tilt. You can totally see through these lies now. And, even with my wife, she's a waitress, and she said, this nice dressed couple came in there, and she knew they were going to try to walk out without paying and stuff, because she just had an intuition about it, So it's happening across the board. She sees some of the Mandela Effect stuff, but for the most part, I've kind of gone off the deep end a little bit. I mean, she deals with me. I'm just saying that she's not as asleep as most. I mean, she sees stuff, but she sort of goes back to the grind, and she doesn't get consumed by it. Like, for me, it's like when I realized it, I was like, holy crap, it felt like the alarm clock went off, and I was, just realizing that I hadn't been doing what I was supposed to be doing, and I had to get to work, you know what I mean? So it was
same here, same thing for me.
And I think it's like that for a lot of light workers. They feel like, it was a trigger to awaken us. And wasn't it like that for you? Felt like a trigger that...
Oh yeah, and I felt like there was urgency.
Yeah.
Like it was, I had to do something, and I couldn't figure it out at first. I still, it's just happening, it's just happening. I didn't start anything. It's just happening, like with you, and then people reaching out and stuff like that. So
it's weird the way things just line up.
Oh, it's so weird.
It's just a coincidence, right? What's so funny though? It's like early on when I first woke up, and then I realized it brought tears to my eyes when that whole book, the Melton, the Early Riser, came back to my mind of being this book I loved as a kid, and that was one of the things that alarmed me, because I was like, oh man, in the book, he was the early riser. He was supposed to be up early, and it's like, I wasn't up early, but now that we're having to wait so long, it's like, oh, I guess I was up early. It's like, it's just I'd heard about people that was awake to the whole Mandela Effect thing happening. I heard of people that were waiting for Ascension to happen in 2012. And I was like, I remember Nibiru coming in and that whole Planet X thing coming in. But I was totally not thinking about anything about Ascension back then, you know. I wasn't spiritually awake. And so when I thought of that book, Milton the Early Riser, I felt like I wasn't awake early enough. So if I'm awake early, you know, we still got some time ahead of us before the full-on event that, you know, I'm not saying that there's not many events. Yeah.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Sorry.
No, what am I going to do without her? I'm just kidding. Oh, sending lots of love to the trolls out there. Thanks, Dad GPK. I'm not sure what I'm missing out on, but I appreciate you taking care of things. You know, I just wish everyone had a little bit of love to share. There's certain things that trigger people, and I get it. I try real hard not to offend anybody with anything I say, but, you know, because I often say I really don't know much. There's certain things that I know within, but I can't prove to anybody. And but for the most part, I try to be open-minded because I don't want to be blindsided by something. I don't want to feel like I figured something out so much that that I'm just blindsided when something happens that I wasn't expecting. So, Shane, now you are lost. Yes. I don't know what to do without Josee. Oh, you're back. Praise God. She's returned. Thank you so much. I was feeling a little bit weird. So.
Oh, sorry, but it's
a whole lot of love.
I'm sorry.
I love you guys too. I love you, transmissions forever. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you're back. You went to 5D for a second or something? What was that?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait. Now, you told me this morning that you're enjoying a snowy spring. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It's snowing up there? Sheesh.
Yeah, like we had a blizzard earlier. It was pretty intense. I couldn't see the backyard. I know.
That's wild.
What a lovely winter we're having this spring.
I love that. You know what? Even here, even today, I mean, I think like yesterday I had the air on, and towards the end of the day I turned the heat on, and it's been like this for a few weeks, back and forth from the air to the heat, from the air to the heat, you know, and I'm sure, well, I don't know, has it warmed? How warm has it gotten there for you? Has it got up to like 21 Celsius or anything?
Oh, no, not yet.
No, not even for a day?
We usually have some warm days, maybe not that warm at this time of year. The flowers are not coming out. There's usually, but the vultures came on time. We were afraid they would be delayed, but they got here on time. So, but yeah, no, the weather, it's crappy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I've been enjoying. It's so funny. Like last night, the sky was so beautiful and clear, and I'm like looking up at the moon. And what did we have? I think Jupiter was by the moon, or was it? It was Jupiter. And then over, I saw these two bright stars towards the what would that be? West? No, eastern sky. Northeast, southeastern sky. And I was like, what are those two bright stars? So I went and got my phone. I got the Sky app on there, the one I was talking to Go-Kart Bob about, because you can track what's going on and what stars are what and all that. And one of them, I was looking at it, and I was like, dude, those are totally like, I could see two bright stars, but one of them, it looked like I could see the moons next to it. And I'm like, am I really seeing that, or my old eyes, you know, because I'm 44 now, so... Who knows?
So old, Shane.
I'm getting so old. I'm just like...
I don't know. I don't know if I'll make it to your age. So.
So I'm looking up and I'm like, I swear I can see 2 specks, but I was like, man, am I really able to see when the moon? So anyway, I get my Sky app. You can get this app. It's called like Sky Map. It's called Sky Map. You have to turn on your location, and your phone has to have one of those. Most phones have it now. So you just have to shake your phone around and calibrate it or whatever. But then you can hold it up at the sky like you're taking a picture, and it shows you. Biker Babe called me an old fart. That's hilarious. So yeah, you can hold up at the sky, and it's like you're taking a picture, but it shows you what all the little stars are. You can zoom in and out on it and everything. And I look over there, and it's like Saturn, Mars, and I can't remember what the other one was, maybe Neptune. But they were all, 2 of them were so close together that they looked like one star, but my eyes was seeing it as double, and I was like, am I really seeing double? And I really was. I was seeing 2 planets super duper close together. It was amazing. Cool. And I almost got the telescope out, but man, it was so cold. I'm like, it wasn't that cold, but I would have, just standing out there looking at a telescope and adjusting it. You can't wear gloves, and it was, you know what I mean? It's like the cold really gets to you after a while.
Poor baby.
Yeah, it was like 18 or something, Celsius.
Oh my, I know.
I just had my hoodie on, it was like
I know, it's below freezing here at night still.
Oh yeah, we had a few days ago. It got down to like 32, and I was wondering because it was sort of sleeting a little bit. And I was, the app is called Sky Map. It's free.
I had that on my tablet. It's really nice on a tablet because it's bigger than a phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can see a much bigger. Yeah, I had that before.
It is really neat. It's it's a free app, like I said, and you can like turn off different things and turn on different things. Like if you only want to see planets, you can, and you can like point it down towards the ground, and you can see where the sun is on the other side of the planet. If you are in fact a glober. I don't know. Somebody should do that. They should come out with it. I'm sure people would love that. Flat earthers would love a Sky Map app for the flat earth,
Yeah, they should think about that.
But yeah, that's... What's that?
Would be interesting. I would download it. I would look at it.
I would definitely check it out. I don't think I don't know. I don't know that they could make it work right, but we could see. I would love to check it out,
Yeah.
I would love to scrutinize them, have one side by side. Okay, let's compare these. And then I would come out with my heart-shaped Earth sky map.
Yeah.
Since we all know it's really heart-shaped. Right, Josee?
Yes, it is heart-shaped. And I live at the tip.
Right.
Yeah.
Flat map app. Is there one already? Flat map app? Flat map
really?
app. Somebody just said that. I'm not sure that there is one, or they're just...
You should Google that.
Flat map app. Yeah. So, I was watching the replay. What were you doing there with the finger? Sorry, the delay. I was looking at you. Yeah, what was that?
No, I was
Stop
touching the tip of the heart.
Stop doing that. You're making my ear tickle when you do that. Cut it out. Oh gosh. We're having too much fun in here. How long is it? Oh, 43. Every time it's like I'm totally in a game, or I totally see the simulation thing, because I'm thinking, how long has it been? I look up 43. That's like my life is just like that so much.
So many synchronicities all the time. Almost every time I look at the clock, it's a double digit at least,
Yeah. Or like earlier, you were like, what time was it? It was 4:22 for you.
4:22.
And I look down at my clock, and it's 3:21. And I'm like, oh, 3:21, the countdown to the show, It's like our clocks were enough different that we both got a synchronistic number, you know, because I always think of 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2, 1 as synchronistic, or 1, 2, 3, 4 if it's 1234. Those always stand out to me. And I do get the 1111 a lot. And then 444 this morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 4:44 a.m. on 4/4, and I just turned 44. Like, that's a lot of fours.
Yeah, I got 4:44 yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. So yeah, they come all the time, and you know, I know there's people that's into the angel numbers, and I've looked into it before, but I can't ever remember what anything means. I see them all the time. I see them in all sorts of ways, and it's so funny that it's happened before. It happens a lot now that where you're saying something and you hear somebody say the same word. And what was the word the other day? Nebula. It was like someone made a comment about the God's Eye, the nebula thing back on 222 when we were talking about that. And then I go out and my daughter's like, what's nebula? And I'm like, what? What's going on here? That's not like a word that comes up twice in an hour. What the heck? Nebula. And she was talking about something completely different. It isn't like she was reading the comments to my video, and you know what I mean? So it's like, if you're paying attention, stuff's happening all around in really strange ways, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, I get a lot of songs that popping in my head too, all the time. Like, I wake up with a song in my head, and now I pay more attention. Hold on. Okay, what am I singing now? And it's always hopeful songs, and it's always, you know, so.
When you said that just now, I had no idea I had a song going in my head right now.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like, you saying that made me pay attention. I was like, I've got a song playing in my head right now. It's the Police SOS Message in a Bottle. That's playing in my head right now. How does that happen?
There you go.
From the other show with Nathan. The Message in the Bottle, sending out an SOS. Strange. It's weird. I just don't know how that song could have been playing and just completely escaped my conscious mind this whole time until you said that. It made me pay attention.
That's why we have to stay in the moment.
That's what's good about meditation, because you'll notice that if you're meditating, you're like, and so many times, like I was saying with the visual, we were talking the other day about the visual stuff. It's like, a lot of times you won't even notice you're getting visuals because you're not looking at that. You're looking at thoughts in your mind. And it's like,
exactly.
It's like you're thinking in the past, thinking about the future, imagining things, and you're not paying attention to what your eyes are actually picking up at the moment. And one thing I've been doing during meditation that I find pretty cool is like, you know, you can shift your attention from your left eye to your right eye. You can like, you can sort of pay attention. Like you can say you put your hands up over your eyes like this. You can have it to where you notice that your sight's being blocked in a certain area from covering your left eye, you know, if your hands are kind of out in front of you. And then you can shift your attention to your other eye and notice what it's blocking. So you can actually consciously shift your attention between two eyes. So what I've been doing is, with my eyes closed, of course, during meditation, I've been consciously trying to shift my attention from one eye to the other, and then to consciously shift it to my third eye. Like, imagine that I just shifted my attention to my third eye, and to sort of learn to do that, you know? Because they said your third eye, the pineal gland is actually, it's got like the optic nerves in it. It's just like an eye in the middle of your head with these little crystals in it. And I'm like, if it's really like an eye, you should be able to shift your attention just like you consciously shift it. And then I thought, is that what we're doing when we imagine things? Like, you know, you kind of look up and you're like, well, and you're like imagining something. Are you really shifting that attention to that third eye in your brain that's creating these images? So, I don't know. It just got me thinking about all this stuff. And
possible.
It's interesting, you know?
Yeah, it is really
That's the kind of stuff, I'm weird. That's the kind of stuff I sit around and ponder. I'm looking up and I'm imagining it. I'm imagining it with my third eye while I'm thinking with my third eye. Yeah, that's what my third eye see. Because I know I'm not looking up at the wall over there. Why is my eyes looking over there? It's like looking nowhere so that you can concentrate on what that other eye is looking at in your mind, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's 5:33.
It's so funny. 432 for me. I think your clock is a minute fast.
I think your clock is a minute slow.
Oh, yeah. I just looked at my other one on my other computer. It's 433. So, yeah. Let's see what the phone says. Will let it be the tiebreaker? No way. 434.
It's 5:34 here now. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that computer changed with it. So, yeah, this one is slow. I don't know. What are you going to do? Now it's 433.
Time is only an illusion anyways. So.
Yes. Time is an illusion. Time. The final frontier. I guess it's space, right? Space, the final frontier. It's awesome. So, I guess we can wrap this up. Anything you want to say? Anything on your mind before we head out? We still got about 10 minutes to...
I just want to say, hang in there, guys.
Yeah, hang in there. Keep your spirits up.
I love you all. Just keep on trucking.
Yeah, keep on trucking. Oh, did you hear Allison say that in her video?
No, but I heard you say it many times.
Yeah. And when I heard her say that, I'm like, she got it too. She doesn't even realize. She got it too, you know. Oh, thanks, Biker Babe. 533. Everybody's putting their time in there. Yeah, somebody put, let's see. Oh, let's see. They're across the pond. What did they put? Was that Gemma? I'm not a good scroller. I hate when your scroll wheel goes way too far. Somebody put 23, 43 or 33. Yeah, I can't find it now. Somebody was putting their time in military time.
Yeah, it would be Europe. They're 6 hours ahead of me. So.
Yeah, it's 10:33 for Andrea and 22:33 for Wisdom of Lunar Rays. That's wild. So that would be 10:33 military time, right? Yeah. Interesting. Casey Cat 534. Northern Lights 2343. Wait a minute. Where are you at, Northern Lights?
Up north.
Oh, maybe they meant 2334. Because I think, you know, everything's an hour different, right? But I think there's one place that's 30-minute, hour and 30 minutes or something. Something weird like that. Because I'm like, what? Really? Yeah. And
well, it's so windy. My goodness.
Yeah. Josee was saying right before we were going on, she said, hey, it's real windy here, so if you lose me, I didn't ascend or anything. I'm like, you might. That wind picks your ass up and flies you across somewhere. You fly away. Bye, Josee. So yeah, it just dawned on me when we were talking about the dates the other day and how I made the joke about it being my birthday in the future in Australia, or it was already my birthday in Australia. And it made me realize that there's only 1 hour of the day that every place is on the same day or the same date.
Really?
Yeah, because there's just 1 hour of the day, and then once that, then you know the first place goes into the next day, and it's like, so only 1 hour of the day is the whole world on the same date, basically. And that just, I don't know, I just...
Wow, you think a lot.
I do, too much maybe, huh? I do think too much, because I was realizing, actually I realized on my daughter's birthday, because I said, hey, it's already your birthday in New York, and then when her birthday was over, I'm like, hey, it's still your birthday in Hawaii. And then it made me realize New Zealand. I'm like, wait a minute. It's only ever the same date for an hour out of the day. That's trippy, isn't it?
It is.
That's some trippy stuff. Just, how did I live my whole life and not realize that?
I don't know. Well, you pay attention now.
Yeah, it's part of being awake. I guess you start noticing stuff like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm awake now. That's just old hat. Sorry, I had to cough. Hey, you want to go out with a group meditation today? You can lead.
Sure. Are people wanting to do that?
Oh, actually, everybody's saying no.
Okay.
I'm
Bye
just
then.
teasing. No, I think it'd be great for us all to connect. Matter of fact, I need to get on the consciousness page and, because I've had to move my meditation time. Normally I do it at 2, but I've been almost on the air almost every day during my normal 2 o'clock, for me anyway, meditation time. And so, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to have to adjust that a little bit so that we can all combine our intention. But, time is an illusion. So if we're all doing it every day, I think we're all still together. Okay, everybody's saying yes, yes, yeppers, yes, please.
Okay.
All right, let's do
Well, I
it.
really like the way Michelle did it. Is Michelle in the chat still?
Yeah, she's
Ask
here
her.
incognito, the
Yeah. Can I
imagination
use
warrior.
your kind of meditation from yesterday, Michelle? I really liked it.
I'd say do it because she intuited it. Remember, she
Yeah.
sort of winged it, and I love that because that means it came from her higher self.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Okay, let's just take a few breaths and get back into the moment.
should I put my glasses on here?
Sure, you look great.
I think I got it bass backwards, but yeah, a few deep breaths.
Shut up, Shane.
Oh, that reminds me of that meditation. Sorry,
Okay, let's just reach out and hold hands with our neighbors and make a big circle. Feel those energy, the coming from above, God consciousness coming through your crown chakra, all the way to your heart. And visualize that ball of energy in the middle and send it all that love, all that God consciousness energy. And let's grow that ball of energy bigger and bigger and bigger. Feel that love in your heart. Let's extend it to cover the whole planet. And send love everywhere to everyone. And then let's expand it so it englobes the whole universe. There's only love. We are love. We are light. We are compassion. We are. I love you guys so much. I love you so much. Thanks for doing this. I feel so good now. That's crazy. Look at that smile on your face, Shane.
Yes. Breathe in. Breathe in the love and the peace. And just breathe out all that crap that the world has.
And it's 4:44.
Ah, isn't that perfect? Muy perfecto. That's tight. Yeah.
Did we?
4:44.
Did
for
we
me.
lose everybody?
I think everybody's just chilling in the bliss.
Yay.
Awesome. Well, with that, I will probably go out and meditate some more while I'm
Good
soaking in that
idea.
love
Yeah,
and that
you
light.
guys
And
try to. If you have a minute, go meditate some more and just bathe in that love.
yes, thank you so much, Josee.
You're welcome.
Michelle saying
Thank
she's
you.
feeling the buzz. So same with Jim Mama Puddle Duck. That was amazing. Buzzy, buzzy, buzzy. And yeah, for me it was very loving and peaceful that I felt. I felt the love and the peace and the connectedness and sort of a mellow excitement. Not so anxious, because it's been anxious lately. It's been an excitement, but it's been sort of like
Yeah,
hyper
like
anxious.
really tight, anxious feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't do good with anxious, so mellow.
And Michelle said she's gonna feed the dogs, and I had a real funny story to take you guys out on. My dad helped my sister get a credit card when she was in college, and she ordered her credit card. You know, you can order it, like you can order whatever picture you want on there. So she got this one with these cute little puppies across the front of it or whatever. So whenever her bill would come, my dad would say, "You got to feed the dogs." It was so funny because we didn't have any pets or dogs at the time. So she knew exactly what he meant. You know, it's time to pay that credit card bill. Time to feed the dogs. So anyway, I hope you guys find that funny and cheerful. And if you could see the little picture I got in my mind of the cute little puppies across that credit card, even though it was a credit card, it was still cute, you know. So, so lots of love and light to all of you all. Peace.
I love you guys so much.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Have a good one. Go shine that love and light to whoever you see. Bye-bye.